Back here for part 2 of our title match from Secoma Lanes in Federal Way, the opening event of season 17, and Cameron Smith opens up that rack right there, but he trails right now. Oh, did I say Smith? I knew I'd say that once. He trails by 14. If it's not one Smith, it's another on tour, and if it's not one Cameron, it's another. Here comes Jacob Mullen looking to win his second career title, and he is on his way to doing so, as most people in the South Sound know right now, because he is making a lot of noise. He's got a 4-bagger, and he's going to win the title over Katelyn Norton Hesser, who had a fantastic day, leading 7 out of the 8 games. She was getting 43 pins a handicap, but a motivated Mullen right now is tearing up the lanes. Weier can get back within 4 pins at the strike here, but instead, disaster. He looks very confused on the left-hand lane. He 3-6-10 last frame, and now the big one, 4-6-7. Katelyn, remember that shot for Powerball. That could make you a lot of money sometime, but that's not, doesn't want it right now. Cameron's just gonna get the 2 here and hit them really hard and hope for a miracle break. Oh! Darn near got it. Tough world in bowling when you lead 7 out of 8 rounds and it still comes down to 1 game of bowling. We don't always use this format. That was like a Dos Equis commercial. We don't always use this format, but when we do, it's a 2-edged sword being the top seed. And this time it doesn't go Norton's way. She'll be back. Hey, look, she's second in points. Look at it that way. Eddy's going to wait while Katelyn finishes up in her 10th here. There's what we saw to her all day long. She's like, can we start over right here? Eddy Smith, one-time champ, playing his A game, piping it up the gutter. And boy, he's got a nice look, got some sweet carry on those 10 pins. And that strike makes it 3 in a row, and he is comfortably in command here over 13-time champ Cameron Weier. Nothing unusual, Evan. We just have Smith at the top of the leaderboard like almost every week on tour. This time it's not Cameron, it's Eddy this time, yeah. That's right. Thus the complication. It's a deep tour, folks. You don't see Eddy on our webcast very often, but there is, gosh, I'd say 20 kids that are capable of winning a scratch JBT in the Northwest at any given weekend. And even beyond that, sometimes a surprise. Nice 9th and 10th from Norton, by the way. She finishes up at 141. It's over her average, but Jacob is way over average. And wow!
It moved, it just didn't.
What a rotten break as he slices the rack apart and loses 7th in here. And it's victory lap time for Mr. Mullen. Well, no more screaming, but he's satisfied to leave the big 4 there, as it doesn't matter. And at 1 in the 8, have a chance to make the big 4. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. I don't know if you can hashtag on paper. I tweeted hashtag.
It's like, oh, whoa! Boy, as everything's popping out of Link 29, Jake Mullen wins his 2nd career JBT title. He is a happy camper. Big brother Josh gives him a big hand. Brothers that actually seem to tolerate each other. That's right. Jacob has a birthday tomorrow, so an early present for him today. He was wondering if he was going to bowl tomorrow because he's had some thumb issues lately. I don't think he feels any pain right now. Katelyn's going to bust out the military on him for doing that to you. Can you?
She's over.
Mike again. I don't know if he's going to let out a big S this time. That was classic. Smith can again. Weier can still punch out for 213. Smith going at a 218 pace. So if Weier can punch out, he'll force Eddy to stay clean. And you just never know. On these sport patterns or semi-sport patterns, there's kind of a sweet spot where they open up. They started a little tougher, then they obviously opened up quite a bit in the semis, and now it looks like getting a little more touchy, especially the left-hand lane for Weier. Let's see if he can hold the lane he's been a little better at. I think that was a ball change, and he's just not comfortable right now. making motions like he's not happy with the way he's throwing it either, but obviously not the look he had when he was shooting 770 in the semis. And now Eddy can toss in a 9 out and still be okay. Not that we hope he does, except for drama's sake. Cameron says he wants to get to 15 titles. He's at 13 now, and we won't see him again until December. Does he get back in? Does he get back in time in December to show up? And then we'll see him again in June. I think he's got a crack at that. If he doesn't win today, he'll be right back at it tomorrow. He shot 300 last year at Acme. Short pattern today, so you can probably figure out what's coming tomorrow. He has to strike here to have any chance. Well, there it is. Makes Eddy show up. Never know, you leak it to the left here, go squash through the face on the spare. Still work to be done. So there's 4 second place blacks in there. We don't have any first place blacks, so just put that second to everybody. I'll explain to them. So, yeah, whatever that was, way back when. Oh, was it pressure? Oh, did you? Strike here locks it up. Anything less, Mark will do the job. Oh boy, you bet. Bam! Eddy Smith's going to win his second career JBT title. Some boys, when they have that outside look as their A game, tough to beat on the Pro Tour back in, Dave Traber, Eugene McCune. If they have that outside look, look out. And Eddy Smith dominated this tournament. Ryan Nicholas led the early rounds. Tanner Spacey took over in the mid game, and then it was all Eddy from there. Weier, by the way, beat Tyler Bowe in the semifinals. Bowe beat Tanner Spacey in round 2 and Daniel Hansen in round 1. And wow, 1 frame too late, there was that big open, which could have changed the match. I think he still needs a pin, right? Still needs a pin. Needs 1 pin here to lock it up. 1 is 204. Yeah. Now Eddy Smith's the 2-time champion. There we go.
There's your drama.
Cameron's been winning matches in weird ways today. He went spare his first game in match play. His opponent at the front 9, and Cameron won the game. Almost weird thing happened in game 2. I think that was against Eddy actually in match play today. He'll be back. He'll be angry. This is Cameron Weir's angry face right now. It's almost. So Eddy Smith and Jacob Mullen start off the season in fine fashion. We'll do it all over tomorrow at Acme.